Have you ever heard of a monkey so chaotic that heaven literally gave him a job just to keep him busy? Today we're talking about Sun Wukong, better known as the Monkey King from Journey to the West, and some of the strangest facts about him that you probably never knew. 1. Worst job in heaven. When the Monkey King first got a job in heaven, it wasn't God of Thunder or Lord of the Stars. Nope, he was made stable boy. Literally the guy in charge of brushing horses. The title was Bima Wen, which sounds fancy, but in reality is heaven's version of assistant horse groom's unpaid intern. Even later, his buddy Pigsy would insult him by shouting, "You're just a stable boy." 2. Fun-sized monkey. Forget the tall, handsome Monkey King you've seen in movies or games. In the book, he's described as less than 4 feet tall. That's about 1.3 meters. Fairly tall for a monkey, but still pretty short. Which makes sense when you think about it. Imagine if Curious George was 2 meters tall. 6.5 foot of monkey is too much monkey. He was sometimes mocked for his height. The Demon King once said, "You're short, young, and weaponless. Why are you even here?" To be honest, I'd have expected a better insult from the Demon King. Anyway, Sun Wukong smashed him into a pulp for his words. And another thing, Sun Wukong could change his height at will. He was just confident enough not to worry about his height. 3. Weird prison diet. After losing to Buddha, the Monkey King got trapped under a mountain for 500 years, which alone seems like punishment enough. But you have to wonder, what did he eat when he was trapped under a mountain? The book says heaven's caretakers fed him iron pills when he was hungry and gave him molten copper to drink when he was thirsty. That's an extreme diet. 4. Sun Wukong wasn't always angry. When the Monkey King first met his teacher, he was actually polite and humble. He even said, "If someone insults me, I don't get mad. If they hit me, I just apologize." Yep, the Monkey King was originally the quiet kid in class, but once he learned his magic powers, let's just say he found his voice. Speaking of finding your voice, 5. Sun Wukong could read before he spoke. Here's a weird one. When the Monkey King first explored his cave at Flower Fruit Mountain, he found a stone tablet with writing on it, and he could read it out loud. But hold on, at that point he hadn't even learnt to talk like a human yet. So who taught him to read? Night classes? Duolingo? Apparently, he just knew how to talk. 6. He spared Nezha. During his first rebellion, the Monkey King fought the child god Nezha. And here's the thing, Sun Wukong could have ended Nezha right there and then, but instead, he only smacked his shoulder. Why? Probably because Sun Wukong wasn't ready to go full burn all bridges. He still wanted a promotion, not a cosmic arrest warrant. 7. The 6 brothers who were moochers. The Monkey King had 6 sworn brothers, including the Bull Demon King. But here's the secret. They were basically party friends. When Sun Wukong won battles, they'd show up for feasts. When Sun Wukong lost, they ghosted him faster than your group chat after you ask, who's paying the bill? 8. He had an army. Yeah, we all hear about the Monkey King, but what's a king without an army? You can't be a king without followers. So, was his army as fierce and powerful as him? No, they were not. They were about as reliable as his 6 sworn brothers. When human hunters showed up with dogs and eagles, his army folded instantly. Without the Monkey King, they'd have been wiped out by a weekend hunting trip. 9. His title came from a demon. Not the Monkey King, the other one. His title, Great Sage Equal to Heaven. The Monkey King's ultimate flex wasn't even his idea. a demon casually suggested it while it was crashing one of Sun Wukong's dinners. So yeah, the Monkey King's title? Basically branding advice from a random demon consultant. 10. Monkey's birthday party. So how old was the Monkey King? Well, when he wrecked heaven, it was about the time of the Han Dynasty falling to this guy named Wan Man. And by then, the Monkey King was already around 500 years old. Which means the Monkey King was born in the 5th century BCE. Yep, while Socrates was pushing the boundaries of philosophy in Greece, Sun Wukong was already throwing bananas in China. So, next time you see the Monkey King portrayed as this big, scary warrior, remember, he was a 4-foot-tall stable boy who ate iron pills, hung out with freeloaders, and was born in the same century as Socrates. And yet somehow, he managed to break heaven. Not bad for a little monkey.